see, I have this habit of being sort of lost in my mind. There are two types of people in this world, and two in my head. The lovers and the likers. Everything to everyone has its own time, its place, its pros, its cons, but the lovers and the likers are the glass half fulls and the glass half empties of today's times. The sun and the moon, the light and the dark, a new generation of contrasts and honest. I am both. I am the black and the white, and the sun and the moon, and the summer and the winter. The two lovely beings in my mind just love to play devil's advocate with me. I'm not crazy, promise. Just an incredibly large contradiction. Indifference at its best, indecision at its worst.
Every day is the same.
Every day I find something new.
Each day, I'm the same me.
Each day is a chance for me to find a new self.
I don't love everything or everyone. I'm really quite simple and very uninteresting and very much the way I like it. Everything is simple and straightforward.
I love you. And you, and you, and him, and her, and dark, and light, and Geico commercials, and edible arrangements, and pea soup, and barking dogs. Everything and everyone. I'm not optimistic. I'm grateful.
Love has lost its meaning. We all love something, we're all in love, we all ignore what we like to focus on a different four-letter word that is far too tossed around for my liking. I would prefer to be in like. Anyone who loves everything doesn't know little victories in true joy.
What's the use to life if you don't love it all? Why waste time unappreciating all the wonderful things that are here for you? The world is spectacular. Anyone who doesn't love it all is unappreciative and not realizing life's true beauty.
I like the way the yellow sun looks on my pink skin and blackens it with the trees in the summer.
I love being kissed by rays and cooled by leaves.
I like the way the seasons change makes me a sheep, cutting lace patterns into my heart with the silhouette of a branch.
I love that when the seasons change, my heart and the sun remain the same.
I like the utterly fickle indifference in the wind.
I love the lighthearted care of the breeze.
I like counting the rings on a dead tree.
I love counting new blossoms on a flower.
I like the way blood turns blue without oxygen.
I love the way blood reddens nervous cheeks.
I like the way my angular shoulders look in the shower when the white tiles and loud water make me feel mature.
I love the way my hips look in bed with the cream sheets and soft pillows making me feel small.
I like the way my collarbones scream for someone to hold them, yet are much too sharp to want or need guidance.
I love my spine that stands stern when I stand, yet is welcome to the assurance of an embrace.
I like standing alone and feeling the pavement beneath my own 2 feet.
I love standing next to familiar footprints and sharing a path to the same place.
I like looking forward to seeing anonymous faces and caring only to know where I stand.
I love looking on to those I know and being certain of where we all are.
I like the way love songs are bitter.
I love the way lip biting is sweet.
I like the way oranges look on a black table and how marble is cold even in the heat.
I love the way a glass of water looks on a glass table and how the temperature of a window always matches the temperature of the outside.
I like the way harsh smoke looks coming out of soft lips and how you sometimes can judge a book by its cover.
I love the way nice words look coming out of rough lips and how salt can be sugar if you don't taste it.
I like light hair and dark eyes and tragedy within comedy.
I love dark hair and light eyes and comedy within tragedy.
I like the way people cannot fathom the concept of death.
I love the way people can make their own eternity.
I breathe in and out and in and out and think of all the words I've said and all the words I'll never say.
I inhale and exhale and don't think of the words I've already said, but think of the ones I hope to one day say.
I am here.
I am there.
I am then.
I am now.
The world isn't forgiving. You know that and I know that. But the world is giving. I am here. I am now. I am in like with the sounds, the colors, the words, the yeses, the nos, all the little pieces that make up a globe of mismatched beginnings and accidental endings. Before I fall in love with everything, I want to fall in like with the nothings. To love is to overestimate. To like is to understand.
The world is stained glass, meant to shed tones on everything we do. It's meant to be ours, meant to be loved, meant to be taken up with all its offering. I am in love with the world. I'm in love with the conversations, the subway cars, the pavement, the dirt on my feet. To like is to underestimate. To love is to understand.
I love to like.
I like to love.
You see my dilemma? I am a walking train of indifference and a mess of indecision and liking too little and loving too much, and it gets me into all sorts of trouble. I enjoy the trivial. I ponder the significant. But perhaps the more I think about it, the more I almost feel a balance. Maybe the world needs a little bit more of my kind of crazy. Maybe there needs to be a glass all the way full. Perspective. I am here, I am now. But I am tomorrow and yesterday and all the little pictures I see in the back of my mind and all of the scenes I see in front of my eyes that haven't really happened. Life is merely a reflection of whatever you decide to make it in your mind. So I decide to make it a little bit of everything. We're all confused. There's really no reason for any of us to say, I am this, or I will go there, or I can say that. We owe consistency to no one, not even ourselves. I have no idea who I am. Do you? Probably not. We are no one. We are everyone. We are blind to be followed and deaf to be heard. There are two voices in my head, neither of which I'm sure are my own. Or maybe both are my own. Promises were made to be broken, and minds were meant to be changed. We're all mad here anyway, right? Maybe gray is the new black and white.